Welcome back users to our channel. In today's video we will do a detailed review of the Ubuntu Gnome Desktop for their newly released 22.04 LTS version. So we have already installed Ubuntu Gnome Desktop 22.04 LTS in our last video. So today we will start from the login screen. So Ubuntu has now switched to Wayland display server. Earlier it was on Xorg or X Windows server, but now it is fully on Wayland display server. So we input our password. So in this menu, this power, audio and Wi-Fi menu, there is no change, and by default the system is on the balanced power mode. That is, it is a balance of battery power consumption and battery power saving. So it is a balanced mode. So we input our password and log in into the screen. So first of all, what we see is there is not much difference in the desktop GUI. Horizontal movement of workspaces is possible through touchpad gestures. First, let us now go to settings menu. We will see. So on the first login after the installation, you will see the option to connect your online account. So Ubuntu single sign-on is there, Google, Nextcloud and Microsoft. You can log into any one or all of the given online accounts, or you can skip right now. Now Ubuntu can report information that helps developers improve it. This includes things like computer model, software install and approximate location. So if you want, you can see the first report from here. So this is what is going to be fetched from your laptop and uploaded to the servers. You may opt out of it. There is a legal notice also. You can go through the legal notice. Would you like to send this information to information to Canonical? I have chosen yes. If you don't want, you can choose no. We go ahead. Location services allow applications to determine your geographical locations. You can toggle it on or off. Next. So we are ready to go. You can use software, that is Gnome software, to install apps like this. So that is given. So you can choose broad range of different softwares is available. So you click on done. We can open Firefox browser. So to read the legal notice, system information. So it is everything, it is given who we are Canonical Group Limited and blah blah blah. What is the system information do we collect? So it is given point wise what kind of information is collected. So what they do with this information, how long we keep the information, what are your rights over your system information, everything is given. That's it. So we close this. Now we go back to settings. So network menu, this is the settings menu, settings app of the Gnome Desktop. So we have got in the network section, we got wired, VPN and network proxy settings. Then there is Bluetooth. Right now Bluetooth is switched off, therefore no Bluetooth found message is there. Let us go. Okay. So these are the different wallpapers available in 22.04 LTS version. Let us check out. It's good. I don't prefer this, but people have different choices. You may or may not like it. This is good. This I liked. Or you can go for this. This is also good. This is also very good. If you have got a big screen, 24-inch, 32-inch monitor, then this will look very fantastic. And by default, the home folder is kept at the bottom right. So we switch it to top right. Then we go again. I think this is the best. Yesterday I tried this. This is the best wallpaper according to me. Looks very good, bright and cheerful. You can add pictures from your folders also here if you want. This is the new addition to the latest version software 22.04. That is the styling. So there are two themes, light and dark. So if we switch to dark, everything becomes dark. Then you can change the accent colors. So the accent colors can be changed. Okay. So the folder tops change to green color. If there is any change, how the file manager will look, let us see. Yes, so it has become green. Let us do some more tweaking. Okay, I select the purple color, then I open. It's good. So size of the desktops also you can change. You can make it very large. Okay, so from here you can toggle the position of the new icon. So by default it is bottom right, therefore the home folder was on the bottom right. You can keep it at top left. Okay, the size of the folder has changed now. We keep it normal. If you don't want to see the personal folder, you can click it off. It will go away. Now the dock settings are there. If you want to auto hide the dock, you can toggle here. It is gone. Untoggle it. Then the panel mode. So the dock extends to the screen edge. This is the icon size you can toggle. Show on primary display or on all displays or on a particular display. The three options are there. Position on screen, you can toggle it at bottom. You can toggle it on bottom. You can configure the dock behavior also, include unwanted volumes, include network volumes, show trash. If you don't want to show the trash, you can untoggle it. That's it. Now we go to notifications. So Here you can set which apps can give you notifications, which app you don't want to see the notifications. You can, this notifications will appear on the lock screen. So if you don't want to see notifications on lock screen, you can disable this or untoggle this. Then there is search. When you search for any file or any particular word, it will search inside files, calculator, calendar, characters, password and keys, and terminal. So you can switch on and off whatever app you don't want the search to search inside its data, inside its cache. Then we go to multitasking. So multitasking, there are options is for the hot corner. So if you click it on, now the hot corner starts working. Active screen edges. So if you drag your windows against the top or the right side, top edge of the screen, then the window will resize. So it will maximize and minimize. Then at the bottom there is workspace settings. You can have dynamic workspaces, as many as you want to open, or there will be a fixed number of workspaces. So you can specify. Normally one or two is sufficient. Four depends on your RAM. If your RAM is good and healthy, then you can have 4, 5, 6 also workspaces. And also it also depends on how many apps are open in each workspace. So it is a trial and error method. Then multi-monitor. You want workspaces on primary display only, or you want workspaces on all the multiple monitors you attach to the system. So you can choose between the two. Then application switching. Application switching include applications from all workspaces, include applications on current basis. So if you say your main monitor is current, then only then application switching is available only from the current web. So that is the main workspace you are working, or include applications from all workspaces. So like that you can toggle it. You can choose between the two. Include applications from all monitors, include applications from each monitor. So here there is a talk of only monitors, and above it is switching applications between workspaces. So there is a difference. Okay, so one monitor can have one workspace, or it can have multiple workspace. Now I think you will understand. You are understanding it. Little bit tricky, but you can just to understand it, you can toggle the different combinations in this settings menu, and then you can see it for yourself how it works. Then you will get a better understanding. Now we go to applications. So here there is setting to integrate the notifications with the system features used by this application. So what will happen is the app notifications will become part of the system features. So it will give you app notifications are also displayed on the GUI. So list of apps is given. Say if you go for password and keys. So do you want to integrate this app with the search and notifications? Yes. So the password and keys will be able to show you notifications using the system. Go to power statistics. Also it will, if you click this on, then power statistics can give you notification whether your battery is not charging, your battery is fully charged, or only 10% power is remaining. Like notifications like this kind will be shown. So we come out, then we go to the privacy. So different privacy settings are given. So connectivity. So connectivity checking used to detect connection issues and help to stay online. If your network communication is monitored, it would be used to gather technical. So what happens is, if you keep your data connection on, and So the data connection in background will continue to link up with the, say, the tower, network tower, or your net router from time to time, and keep the connection on. So what happens is this checking and linkage of connection will be used by third party apps to monitor and track you. So do you want to keep the connectivity checking on? If you select no, then what will happen is your network connection will not be checked again and again by the network app, and the link might break, and whenever you just want to use the data connection, you may find that you have to re-log in or restart your connection. So this can happen. So if you go for full privacy, then you have to you may suffer from a network disconnection or disconnectivity. Then location services, you may not want third party cookies apps to monitor you, so you can keep the location services off, or you can have the location services on. Then Thunderbolt, so my laptop doesn't have any Thunderbolt connectivity, so it will not work. Then files and history, so you can keep history of the files that you have been using, that recent file menu, then the file history duration, how much time you used any particular file. So you can clear the history, or you can shut off the file's history. So one of the disadvantages of shutting down file history is then the system will not keep a track of your recent file, and you may have to find your file manually by searching, or if you know the folder, then you have to open the folder and then go inside the folder to open the app. Otherwise, if you keep this on, then you can directly go to the recent files and then immediately click the last file, last file you opened, or the recent file you are opened, so you need not search it again. Then the trash and temporary files, automatically delete trash content. So automatically delete temporary files, automatically delete period, so the period you can give from 1 hour to 30 days. Then you can empty the trash directly from here. You can delete temporary files by clicking this button, and you can clear history for clicking this button. So now go to screen. So to help you maintain privacy from people picking on your screen, you can have a blank screen delay of 5 minutes. If you are very privacy conscious, immediately you can have your screen blank out if it is not used within 1 minute. Then automatic screen lock, yes or no. So if you keep it yes, then the screen will lock after say 5 minutes. Automatic screen lock delay, when the screen will go blank, immediately the screen will lock also. If you turn the keep this option on, if you keep this option off, then the screen will not lock when the screen goes blank. Lock screen on suspend. So if your system suspend, then automatically screen will be locked. So after the suspension is revoked, your screen will be in lock condition, and no other person can log in and access your data. Show notifications on lock screen. So if you don't want to see any private notifications, say like some email notifications, then or some telegram notifications on the screen, then you can keep this off. Otherwise you can keep this on. And the diagnostics, last is the diagnostics. If you want to maintain privacy of your laptop, then you need not send the error reports to Canonical, because sometimes the error reports contain critical information about you from your laptop. So you can either keep it manual, either keep it automatic. If you keep automatic, all the error reports will be automatically uploaded to the Canonical server. If you keep it manual, then you can read the error report before it is uploaded to the server. Now online accounts. Now this Gnome Desktop, the biggest advantage of Gnome Desktop according to me is the ability to log on to different online accounts. So you can log on to Ubuntu, Google, Nextcloud, Microsoft, Flickr, Foursquare, Microsoft Exchange, IMAP, SMTP, and enterprise login. So other desktops don't allow this kind of facility except this Cinnamon Desktop. Cinnamon Desktop, because since it is built on Gnome technology, it also has this online accounts app to connect to different online accounts. So the sharing is there. So if you keep the off option, then the remote desktop sharing will be not allowed. Media sharing also you can keep it on or off. So you cannot share the medias through Bluetooth or other file sharing apps. Then the sound. So here the system volume levels. Most of the things are standard. Like before also, there is not many any changes are there. Now here there are power modes. So standard performance and power usage by default is in balance mode. If you want the power saver mode, then you can go to power saver, reduce performance and power usage. And power saving features. Screen turns blank after a period of inactivity. So you can give a time from 1 hour to 1 minute to 12 minutes and automatic suspend. So if your system has got swap space, then you can enable this. The system will suspend automatically, and then once you click any key or if you touch your touch screen, then it will automatically revoke the suspend and become live again. So there is orientation, resolution, refresh rate, and fractional scaling is there. And night mode is there as like usual. Then mouse and touchpad settings are there. Keyboard settings are there. So this is all standard. There is not much change here. You can choose the input features, input sources, input source switching, special character entries, and everything, keyboard shortcuts from here. Then you go to printers. You can add your printers here. You can also install HP-lib printer service separately. Then this is your removable media settings. Color, you can you can calibrate it by importing non-free color profiles like Adobe, sRGB, eRGB, and others. Codec is also there. Codec RGB is also there. Then this is the region and language settings. Accessibility features. So if you click this, then you can access the features from the top bar also. Then you can administer the users that will use the system. Then these are the default applications setting. Then date and time settings. So it is all standard Gnome settings menu, not much change. Only the accent colors and that has changed. Themes, wallpapers and accent colors have changed. Now you go to about section. So here you can see the OS name is Ubuntu 22.04 LTS. Gnome version is 42. So people were discussing that Ubuntu might release the 22.04 LTS with Gnome 41, but they have released it with Gnome 42. That is good for us. So most of the users are interested in latest technology, and Ubuntu has served them right with the latest technology, that is Gnome version 42. And now you see the by default windowing system is Wayland, not Xorg. Virtualization is KVM. And software updates, right now there are no updates, I think. So that's it for the settings app. Now we check other things. Let us check. Okay, so and now the other changes. This 3-4 games are there. Asle Riot. Then there was some other Mines and Mahjong. I think there is okay. These three games you cannot remove them. If you try to remove it, they will not be removed. They are as a pack of a standard system. They cannot be removed. Earlier it was possible to remove all the games, and even the Gnome games support was also could be removed, but now it is not possible. So this additional drivers, I will tell you what this is. So we have got LibreOffice Suite, calculator, text editor, videos, language support. The Gnome calendar is there. Gnome cheese is there. Okay, so okay, so you can add your additional drivers for that is the proprietary drivers for your hardware or your video card from here. So I don't have any hardware requiring proprietary drivers, so there it will show no drivers available. I don't use a graphics card because I don't play games. 10 years back I was playing games when I was in university. Now there is no time to play games, and now see our choices change as you age. So there are, I think, no. Okay. So I kept this following options click: canonical supported free and open source software, that is the main repo. Community maintained free and open source software, that is the universe repo. Proprietary drivers for devices, that is a restricted. Wi-Fi drivers, codecs, multimedia codecs, and other proprietary drivers for the hardware. Then this is software restricted by copyright or legal issues, that is the multiverse. I have clicked off the source code because there is no need to download the source code. Then download from server for India, or you can go for main server. I choose, by default during installation it is choosing server for India. That is good for us, good for me. Then other software I have not added. So if I install Opera, then Opera will installer will add the repo link here for the Opera software. This is the update. So subscribe to all updates, automatically check updates daily. Where there are security updates, download and install automatically. When there are other updates, display weekly. Notify me of a new Ubuntu version for LTS, or you can click for any version. Authentication, drivers, developer, love path. So what happens is, if you choose for any version, you will be shown the new LTS version also and the new rolling version also. So you can shift from LTS to rolling and rolling to LTS using this. So both way it is possible. Upgrade and downgrade of software version is possible. So we now close this. In utilities, we have got advanced network configuration, disk usage analyzer, backup. So if you click on this, let us see. Out of the 18.5 GB virtual HDD, 11.6 GB is available. So almost 6.5 GB of disk is used up by Ubuntu installation. So my home folder, it will show. That's it. So most of the home folder is used by the snaps, that is the apps are installed. I have not installed any extra apps. On what it was default in the Ubuntu, those only those have been installed, but they are taking around 140 MB. Okay, now we check other apps. Ah, backups. Yes, Deja Do backup is by default. I prefer time shift. There is other third other good backup, that is back in time. That is incremental backups you take using back in time. Then Deja Do will do only point backup or a full backup, both. In time shift also it will do full backups. It will take a point snapshot also, and then can do a full backup also of your system. Likewise Deja Do also. And back in time is an incremental. It is a totally incremental backup. So every time there it will take a snapshot, or you can say incremental backup, and you can restore those snapshots. While time shift and this Deja Do can do both. Then we go. So this is the to-do list. This is the bit torrent downloader. This Sudoku also you cannot remove this. This is the fourth game I was telling you about. Then you can create your startup disk. So what happens is, if your system fails, then you can restore your system using the startup disk. So here you can create the startup disk. So you first you have to you have to choose the ISO. In the second you have to put your USB and then select the USB here, and then click on make startup disk. So it will make a startup disk. This is the software updater. These are the you can set your starting applications here. You can add and remove. This is this app Cheese is for taking your selfies using the laptop front camera, or the camera at the back of the screen. Both cameras can be used using this toggle. It is not able to detect my laptop camera, which is at the top of the screen. So I think maybe this is a bug. I don't know. This is the new screen selection and screenshot app is there, called screenshot. So here you can select a part of the screen. You can select the whole screen. You can select a particular window. You can have a video also of your screen. So that you have to click here, toggle here, and then it will start the video. Then once you have selected the whole screen or part of the screen, you have to click here. So it will take the screenshot. So I think the only bug is this Cheese app cannot detect my laptop camera that is on the top of the screen. It is not able to detect. So maybe in the next few updates the bug will be removed. The terminal is there. The system monitor, that is the Gnome system monitor, is there. So it is working fine. It is using just 1.2 GB of RAM right now and 56.2 MB of swap. CPU usage is high, but it is around average around 9%. If you use KD Cinnamon, then the CPU usage will be 4 or 5%, not more than that. And if you XFCE, then XFCE only uses around 1 or 2% of your CPU on average when it is idle. So RAM usage is very high for Gnome, that we have to admit. And Remima is the RDP, that is the remote desktop client. Overall, I used this desktop, Gnome Desktop, yesterday whole evening. There are no breakages in any part of the GUI. Everything is working. Though it is not very snappy, but it is very stable, and there is no issues in wallpaper tearing or some display tearing at any part during the usage. Everything is working properly, but it is not very snappy because it's Gnome. It takes a lot of memory, so I can understand that. But everything is functional. Only that Cheese app cannot detect my camera. Otherwise, everything, all all the features are working as they are supposed to do. I think they have released the system because this non-detection of camera by Cheese app is not a release blocker. It is not a very critical issue. They will sort out the issue in maybe next one or two updates. Till then, you cannot use the Cheese app for the selfies. The selfie conscious or selfie lovers will hate this. So we end this video here. So Ubuntu 22.04 LTS is a very good release. It is in the right direction. Everything is working. It is a very user friendly GUI, and it is loaded full of features for users, and users are going to like this release like they like the earlier releases also. So thank you very much. Bye bye. Do like our videos, do subscribe to our channel, do support us by liking and subscribing to our channel. Do give us feedback, negative or positive, so we can improve on our channel and satisfy your needs. Thank you very much. See you again in the next video. In next video, we will see the installation of Pop OS 22.04, which was the demand from our users. So we would like to fulfill it at earliest. So in the next video in afternoon or maybe in evening, we will release the video that will show how to install the Pop OS 22.04, that is based on Ubuntu 22.04 LTS version. So that Pop OS 22.04 will also be a LTS version supported for 3 years like Ubuntu. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you.